What you think is what you feel. So if you're thinking negatively, you're going to feel negatively, which in turn fuels the negative thinking even further, and it starts a vicious cycle which causes one to experience many unpleasant feelings. Hi, by the way, my name is Nita, and welcome to Nita's Niche, the place where you learn strategies to help you create a better life. As I promised, today's video is about 7 unhelpful thinking styles. We all experience these unhelpful thinking styles, including myself, to a certain degree. But it becomes a problem when these styles are automatic and consistent. And it's a problem because it can cause us emotional distress. So as I described each of these styles, I strongly encourage that you pay attention and notice which of these styles you may have it. Number 1, it's called all or nothing thinking. So an example would be, are you with me or against me? And sometimes in my personal life, I experience this from people, this message, are you with me or against me? And I'm like, is there a third option I get to pick here? Because I'm really not against anybody. But yeah, this thinking style is very unhelpful because it's kind of like black and white. And life is not just black and white, it's many colors. Number 2 is called mental filtering. And basically you focus your attention only on certain negative evidence and you dwell on it. So if you focus only on failures and you disregard your successes, guess what? You're going to feel like a failure, you're going to start thinking that you're a failure, that's going to demotivate you, and that starts the vicious cycle. So yeah, definitely that's another one that's not helpful at all. Number 3, it's called jumping to conclusion. Basically, it's mind reading, where you imagine what the other person is thinking. And I see this a lot. Example would be like, well, she is thinking this and that, so I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, how do you know what she's thinking? She's probably not even thinking about you. She has her worries and problems to deal with. But people create this whole world, this whole scenario based on mind reading. But yeah, that's number 3, jumping to conclusion, which involves mind reading or predicting the future. Number 4, unhelpful thinking style is called labeling, where basically you label others or yourself. You put people in the box. Oh, see, she's such a failure. He's a loser. I'm a failure. And the danger of this is that when you label, you put them in the box and you view them accordingly, you treat them accordingly. And the fact is that people are multidimensional. Just because someone has traits of that label, let's just say someone is neurotic, but they could also be caring and compassionate and honest and intelligent. So remember this, people are multidimensional. And if you really want to understand others, you kind of have to step back and look at them from every angle, from every perspective. And yeah, I'm not a fan of labeling at all, as you can tell. So unhelpful thinking style, number 5, is called catastrophizing, where you blow things out of proportion. And I used to have a coworker who would just blow things out of proportion. Before she would do a presentation, she would think that she's going to faint or vomit and the ambulance is going to come and someone is going to record the event and on, and just really blow things out of proportion. That's called catastrophizing. Another unhelpful thinking style is the should or must. So when we use these critical words toward ourselves, and sometimes I catch myself shoulding, like I should have done this. You must know this. You ought to do this. So should, ought, must causes us to feel guilty or that we have already failed in something. When we apply these words to other people, well, she should have known this, he should have known this, the result is frustration. We are frustrated with them because they haven't met the standards that we've set for them. And the last, but certainly not least, unhelpful thinking style is called personalization, where basically we blame others or we take responsibility for something that's not our fault. So this is it. I hope this video was somehow helpful to you. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. See you next time.